Hello, it's immigration attorney Christian Zeller. Today is July 28, 2020. And today I want to talk to you about on how to request a national interest exception if you already have a valid visa and you want to come to the United States. So this applies only to persons who already have a visa and want to travel stateside and are in a restricted travel country. So first, you have to be in one of those countries, obviously, to be restricted from coming to the United States with a visa. That includes all of the Schengen countries, the UK, Ireland, Brazil, the People's Republic of China, and Iran. So if you're in any of those, this is your broadcast. Second, you have to have a valid visa already. Third, you plan to travel to the US within the next 30 days. And fourth, you're willing to self-quarantine once you arrive in the United States. And if all of that applies to you, I'll give you a few examples on what to do if you have a certain visa. So for example, if you have a B1 or a B2 visa, if you have a B1 visa, then you obviously travel here on business. You're a business visitor. You have to back that up. So you have to provide, if a consulate you want to get that exception from, you have to provide them with a scan of your B1 visa, and you have to document that particular business interest that you have in the United States. If you travel with a B2, same thing. Provide a scan of your visa and then explain as to why you must visit. Maybe it is for medical reasons. Maybe it is visiting a family member. It's got to be documented. It's got to be backed up. If you're an E2 treaty trader or E2 treaty investor, and you come from one of the Schengen countries or one of the countries that I have listed, and you need this national interest exception, again, scan in your visa, provide it to the consulate nearest you, and then provide evidence that you are still engaged in your E-treaty trader or treaty investor business. And also give a description of what your business does. For example, if you have an H visa, if you have an H visa, you're already working for someone, or your prospective employer is awaiting your arrival. In this case, again, provide a copy of your valid visa, and you must have a letter from your employer explaining as to what the purpose of your trip stateside is. The employer must explain once again the purpose of the employer-employee relationship and its necessity. If you have an L visa, again, provide a copy of the visa, and then this request is obviously for business reasons. If you have an L visa, you have to provide an explanation from your company on company letterhead as to why with an L visa, whether that's an L1A or an L1B, you need to travel stateside. So, one could go down the alphabet of the visas. It really applies to any visa category as long as you can demonstrate as to why you need to really travel to the United States. And the way this works, just use some logic, use common sense. Understand what the purpose of your visa is, and then explain that you're really only entering the United States under the purpose of that visa. Also remember, you got to be 30 days out. If anything is longer than 30 days, if you want to try to travel in, let's say in November, and you want to file that exception now, it'll be denied. It has to be an immediate need, and I think you'll be heard. And that's your immigration update for today. And if you haven't done so yet, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, immigrationhealthchannel.com. I'll see you next week. Goodbye.